I write very few letters. I answer emails, phone calls, but I write very few letters. Dad and I were talking Friday, and we were talking about the president. And I was talking about how disappointed I was that the mainstream Republican Party has abandoned our president and are running for the hills. And I said, I saw him on TV yesterday, and they did a close-up of his face. And I said, I looked into his eyes, and I could see a man that loves this country. I could see a man that knew he won, and yet it was being stolen from him. And if I would ever write a letter to any president, I would say this to you: Dear Mr. President, I registered to vote in 1973. I have never missed an election, city, state, federal, in that time. In 2015, when all of the different candidates began to jump out and declare themselves as candidates on the conservative side, I would look at them, hear their remarks, and just go, no. They're just like all the others that have come before them. They're just a professional politician. And I would tell you that I was growing disheartened as I didn't see a true conservative until the day I turned on the television and I caught the part where you were going down the escalator of Trump Tower to announce your candidacy. I listened to what you had to say, and in my heart I said, that's the man I'm supporting. And it was amazing. At lunch, I mentioned that. Mother and Daddy looked at me and said, we saw it, and that's who we're supporting. And I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but as one American citizen to his president, I want to say I love you, I respect you, and I want to thank you for the following. Number one, I want to thank you for being a friend to Israel. Number two, I want to thank you for being the most ardent hater of abortion of any president that we've ever had in the White House. The only president to ever speak at the Right to Life rally in Washington, D.C. I want to thank you for your defense of Christians around the world. I want to thank you for defending our rights to preach the gospel and to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ. I want to thank you for getting us out of needless wars. I want to thank you for getting us out of treaties that other administrations have signed that has wasted trillions of dollars of taxpayers' money and has never produced one good thing for the people of the United States of America. I want to thank you for the tax break that you gave at a time when many Americans were hurting and needed it. I want to thank you for doing your best to make America great again. Mr. President, I am so glad that I had and have a president that didn't travel around all over the world apologizing for the United States of America. Because, Mr. President, you know in your heart, and you stood up to it, America has nothing to apologize for. Where there is pain and suffering, you'll find America there. Where there is tornadoes and storms and people are without things, it's the United States of America that are the first on the ground. Thank you for your support of our military. Thank you. Our previous administration had literally decimated our armed forces, but thank you. In these last 4 years, you've built it up to once again, it is the greatest fighting machine on planet Earth. Thank you. Thank you for allowing people to lay hands on you and pray for you. Thank you for saying that we're not divorcing Jesus Christ from the White House. And Mr. President, we pray for you. We lift you up. As the songwriter said, it's not over until it's over. But should it not go the way we want, I just want to say this to you, 2024. And in closing, Mr. President, as an amateur historian who has studied the lives of every single man that sit in the White House, I consider Abraham Lincoln and you the two greatest presidents to ever serve this country. And from an American citizen to an American president, thank you for all that you have done. That's my letter to President Donald J. Trump.